The rain pounded against the window like a desperate lover, each drop a reminder of the chaos swirling outside my office. The neon lights from the diner across the street flickered, casting shadows that danced across the smoke-filled room. I leaned back in my chair, the leather creaking under the weight of a week's worth of bad decisions and worse company. I was a private eye in a city that never slept, where the only thing thicker than the fog was the intrigue that wrapped around every corner. I had just lit a cigarette when she walked in. She had legs that could wrap around a man's imagination and a smile that could melt a heart of stone. Her name was Shirley, but in this town she was known as the Partridge. She was the queen of the asphalt jungle, a songbird with a voice that could charm the snakes out of the grass. But beneath that glimmering exterior, I could sense the trouble brewing like a storm on the horizon. "Detective," she purred, her voice smooth like bourbon on the rocks. "I need your help." I leaned forward, the smoke curling around my fingers. "What kind of trouble are you in, doll?" She bit her lip, a nervous habit that made my instincts scream. "My family. They're in danger. Someone's after us. I don't know who, but they've been following us for days." The Partridge family. A bunch of misfits who sang their way through life. But I knew better than to be fooled by the facade. I had seen too many families torn apart by secrets and lies, and I wasn't about to let this one end up in the gutter. "Who's after you?" I asked, my voice low and steady. "Someone who doesn't like the idea of a family band taking over the airwaves," she said, her eyes darting around the room as if the shadows held the answers. "They want us silenced. They want us gone." I took a drag from my cigarette, letting the smoke curl around my thoughts. This was no ordinary case. This was a hit job waiting to happen. "You need to tell me everything, sweetheart. I can't help you if you're holding back." She hesitated, the weight of her family's secret pressing down on her shoulders. "It all started when we got a record deal. The money was good, the fame was intoxicating, but with it came enemies. There are people out there who don't want us to succeed. They think we're a joke, a group of amateurs playing at being stars." "Who's behind it? You got a name?" "Just whispers. A man in a fedora, always lurking in the shadows. I don't know who he is, but he's got eyes everywhere. I can feel him watching us." I leaned back, the gears in my mind grinding together. A man in a fedora. It was a classic trope, but in this city it could mean anything. I had dealt with gangsters, crooked producers, and washed-up has-beens. The music industry was a snake pit, and the last thing I wanted was to get bitten. "Listen, Shirley," I said, my tone sharpening. "You need to keep your family close. I'll take the case, but you have to promise me you won't leave their side. We can't let this guy get to you." Her eyes sparkled with gratitude, but I could see the fear lurking beneath the surface. "Thank you. I'll do whatever it takes to protect them." As she turned to leave, I couldn't shake the feeling that I was stepping into a web of deceit. The Partridge family might be a band of dreamers, but in this city, dreams often turned into nightmares. I stubbed out my cigarette, the ash falling like the last remnants of hope. I had a job to do, and I was going to make sure that the music didn't die on my watch.